Hey y'all, I am so excited to be here today to tell you all about my new series all about decluttering my home using the KonMari Method. What is the KonMari Method? If you've been living under a rock, you may not have heard of the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. Came out a few years ago. All of us went a little nutty redoing our homes and decluttering everything. And then if you're like me, you forgot about it for a couple of years until when Netflix released their new series, Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's a little tidying obsessed again. The basic idea behind the KonMari Method is that you should be decluttering your home of all excess things that you don't really need. Anything that doesn't bring you joy, anything that you don't use on a regular basis, just all of the unnecessary junk that we tend to gather over the years. Get rid of it. Then, once you've gotten rid of it all, you have to find a place for every single thing in your home. If it doesn't have a place, it's gonna end up just floating all over the house, driving you crazy. So let me tell you a little bit about my experience with the KonMari Method. Back in 2016, I went through my entire house using the KonMari Method and decluttered a lot. I wrote a whole series about it on my blog. I will include the links below. But the basic idea is I got rid of a lot of stuff and things were feeling really good. It's been about 3 years. We moved to a home that's 500 square feet smaller than our old home, and we had a baby. So even though I feel like we did a really good job of decluttering the last time around, there's a lot of clutter in my house again. So I've decided to do it again. I'm starting from scratch, step by step, going through the entire process, and I'm taking you with me. I'm going to be sharing a video every single week as I go through the KonMari process of decluttering my house, putting things in order, and getting rid of the excess. So here's how the series is gonna work. Every Wednesday, I'm gonna be right back here with a video showing you one of the categories from KonMari's method of decluttering. Next week, we'll start with clothes, then we'll dive into books, papers, etc. Today's video is all about introducing you to the KonMari method, giving you a quick overview of what it looks like, and then just for fun, I'm gonna take you on a mini tour of my house to show you some of the spaces that I need to do the most decluttering in. So here are some important things that you need to know about the KonMari method. She recommends a very specific order of decluttering. First, you start with your clothing. Then you move to books. Next is papers. Fourth is kimono, or miscellaneous items. This kind of just encapsulates everything else in your house, everything in your garage, your kitchens, your bathrooms, all the other junk. And finally, fifth, you move on to sentimental items like photographs and memories. The reason that Marie Kondo recommends this very specific order is that it has you work from the easiest to the hardest to purge. A lot of us clean out our closets on a regular basis, and we know what it's like to clean out our closets. It's not that hard to get rid of your clothing. It gets a little bit harder with each category until you reach the sentimental category, which is the hardest. By the time you get there, though, you're very well versed in the things that bring you joy, the things you need to keep, and what you can let go of. So what does it mean for something to bring you joy? The way Kondo describes it, if you hold an object and it sparks feelings of happiness in you, that's something that brings you joy. It sounds a little cheesy, but I think we can all relate with the idea that if you have a favorite sweater, when you look at that sweater, it makes you smile, it makes you happy. And there's a difference between that sweater and the one that's hanging in the back of your closet and you never wear it. It takes a little bit of practice, but over time you'll start to recognize what are the things in your home that really truly make you happy, what are the things you use all the time, what are the things that are vital to your day-to-day life, and what are the things that aren't. Those are the things that you can get rid of and you'll never miss. The next important thing you need to know about the KonMari method is that even though it can seem really overwhelming and really scary to think about getting rid of so many things in your house, it's just stuff. This is not a high-stakes process. No one's gonna get hurt, everyone's gonna be okay. It's just stuff. So what's next? Well, if you want to join me on this journey, I would love to have you comment here or on my blog post telling me that you want in, telling me what you're going to do and why you're excited to do this. Then next Wednesday, come right back here for the next video in the series. I'm going to be tackling my closet. It's going to be exciting. We're going to get rid of a lot of stuff. So each Wednesday for the next few weeks, I'm going to be right back here talking about every step of the process and showing you what I'm getting rid of. I'm hoping that not only will this help me get rid of a lot of clutter in my home, it'll inspire you to get rid of some of yours too. Okay, so that's the general overview of the KonMari method and what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks. Before I go, I promised that I would show you some of the most embarrassing spaces in my home that are in the most desperate need of cleaning. Let's take a look. First is my son's room. We do our best to keep his room clean, but after Christmas, things got a little out of control. We need to do a serious purging of toys in here. Next up, the laundry room. I've never done anything to organize this space, and it's wild. Finally, we've got some closets, which you have seen, that just house a ton of clothes and a ton of miscellaneous items. So that's where things are at. I'll be back next Wednesday to get started on the process, and I can't wait to have you join me.